Hey, what's up everyone? Today we are looking at the Jakks specific, the Simpsons, Bartman, and Radioactive Man action figures. I figured these two would probably make a better duo for a 2-in-1 review. So here is the Bartman figure. This figure is in the typical box since this figure is apparently part of the first wave. I guess it's like a chase variant. I don't know if they're doing that in every wave because I haven't seen anything yet for wave 2. But you know, we got the Bartman figure. Everything's still about the same. Here is the the back of the packaging, and then that's wave 1 right there. I don't think I showed this side either, but yeah, there's Bartman, and then we have Radioactive Man. So Radioactive Man is part of the premium line right here. So it's the same packaging as like the Furious Homer and the Vampire Burns figure. It has like a light up feature right here. There's the top. We got this side, which shows the figure, and then here is the other side. Just get a shot of Radioactive Man, and then here is the back of the packaging. Okay, so first up here is the Bartman figure. Now, I don't expect too much going on with this figure, as I'm sure it's going to be very similar to the regular Bart figure, but I really do like this head sculpt here. I like how they made him a little bit more angry this time, how he looks here on the mask, and you can see that of course we have the cape here, which is a hard plastic this time, so you can move it just a little bit, but it is going to be like a hard plastic, which is around the neck right here. But overall, not too bad. You can see that the shirt is actually blue this time rather than it being orange. But yeah, they went with this look because I know there's like some Bart figures where he'll still have the cape and the mask, but then the shirt will like still be orange really. But this time they went with like the blue look, similar to like the Mattel figure. Yeah, I believe the Mattel figure was like this too. But yeah, that's pretty much all there really is with the Bartman figure, and I'm sure articulation is also going to be the same. So we get our rotation to the head along with the shoulders, but the cape is going to get in the way of that, so you won't be able to move the arms like back really. But we do get a upper bicep swivel. We get our single jointed elbows right there. The wrists do swivel and hinge, of course, and then we do get a rotation here to the waist, and then for the hips he can still kick forward pretty well, kicking back a little bit right there, out to the side, no issue since they are on ball joints. Rotation to the entire leg, we are single jointed with the knees, and then you can also rotate the ankles as they are also just on a ball peg. So yeah, pretty standard. We still get the peg holes there at the bottom of the feet, but yeah, same articulation as the regular Bart figure. Now the accessory, he does come with the slingshot right here, and I'm gonna be honest, this slingshot is pretty bad. There's really no paint on it. I didn't even realize there was something here, but there's no paint at all, so you wouldn't even tell what it is. But yeah, they didn't really paint it at all, but yeah, it's pretty tricky honestly. Like, he just can't really hold it the best as I want him to really. Just doesn't really want to go onto the hand. Now for your Bartman figure comparison, so here we have it next to the Mattel one right here, and then this is the Playmates Toys one. I definitely do like the Jakks one a lot more overall than these two. This one I wasn't really a fan of the way how they did the cape, because they did it like kind of straight out rather than it like being down, and like the way how it's placed on his neck really. And it was also like a hard plastic, while the Playmates Toys one, it wasn't too bad. The cape was like a rubber material too. I just wasn't really a fan of the head sculpt really, and you can see how like this one's like more of a dark blue rather than it being the purple here. But it's still not terrible by all means, but I definitely do prefer the Jakks one a lot more. I'll do another comparison though, so of course I'm going to compare it to just the standard Bart figure from the first wave. I do wonder if there's a way where you can maybe like switch these head sculpts and like pop that on there to give him that look of him wearing that type of shirt rather than the blue, so you can have like two different figures or two different like Bartmans really. But yeah, there's like your comparison. And another comparison I want to do, so this is the slingshot that came with the Jakks one, or yeah, the Jakks Bartman figure. And then this is the Playmates Toys one. So yeah, the Playmates Toys one is a whole lot better. You can see has size to it. There's actually a little bit of detail with the wood, and you know, it's painted. I like the way how the slingshot is. You're able to move it. Like, I definitely do prefer the Playmates toys one a lot more, and I want to see if this figure can maybe hold on to it. We'll see, but I'm not too sure. But I mean, at least he can hold it. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is why I like to always mix and match these with the Playmates toys. So yeah, this, I'm probably gonna end up using this a lot more. This looks a lot better, and you can find something small for that. So yeah, that, like, this is pretty nice. Here's one last comparison. So here it is next to the Super 7 Ultimates figure. I like both of these figures in their own way. This one I like just because I like the articulation a lot more, and I like that he came with his belt, but I wasn't a fan of the way how they tied the cape right here. It is a bendy wire, which is nice, but I also didn't like how it didn't match the color for the mask that came with this figure. But I still like both of these Bartman figures, but again, the Jakks one is still great for the price point. Alright, and finally we move on to the Radioactive Man figure, and this one's actually pretty solid. You can see they're trying to go for how he looked in the comic, you know, that sort of comic look of Radioactive Man, and this is actually a pretty nice looking figure. So the cape is, you know, also made of rubber. You can see how I'm able to move it, and it's actually pretty flexible. I think I would say it's probably the most flexible rubber material for one of their Simpsons figures compared to like Mo or you know, Vampire Mr. Burns. It's actually pretty good. I do like it. Very plain though, you know, the suit of course being all red here, and then, you know, the gloves, boots, everything else all yellow. You can see the belt here, the gloves, you got the watch here to the side. There's the bottom of the boots. We got peg holes there. We got these symbols here on his suit, you know, the top of his head and then his chest. You can see this up here at the top of his head. It's like a soft plastic, so I'm able to move that a little bit. Now, just like all the other premium figures, this figure does have a gimmick. So this figure, where this is at right here, this part can actually light up, and what you do here, as you can see as I move the cape right there, you can see there's like a switch here. And of course that's where, you know, the batteries would be at right there, which is included, so you don't really have to worry about that. So yeah, you would turn this on as so, and then once you you know, hit the belt right here, because there's a button here for the belt, it does actually light up. It's a little hard to see because I have the lights on. Maybe if I make it a little bit darker, you'll see it a little bit better, but you can see it does actually light up. We do get a rotation to the head, standard rotation there, along with the arms. The cape doesn't really get in the way, so you can't move that. Hinge to the shoulder, not really the best. You only just get about horizontal, so really just a T-pose. And it's not like the cape is really hindering that. Like, it's not in the way. It can only just go high about there. We do get our upper bicep swivel. We get our single joint here for the elbows, but the range isn't really that great. You don't really get a lot of range right there, unfortunately. Rotation is there as well. Wrists do swivel, and there is a hinge right there. Now, because we have the gimmick going on here, there is nothing going on with the torso, so no rotation, just nothing really. So you're not going to be able to do anything with the torso. This shoulder is like really loose. For the hips, they're on a ball joint, so you know, he's able to kick forward. Not really the best, you know, out to the side it's there. Can't really kick back. We are single jointed with the knees. The range isn't, you know, that bad. I don't think there's really, yeah, no rotation there. No boot rotation. So yeah, the ankles, they're just on, you know, a small little ball peg, so you can move them like up and down. A little bit of an ankle rocker, and then your standard rotation. So that's the articulation for Radioactive Man. It's okay. I honestly would have expected a lot more, especially since, you know, he is a superhero. You would have wanted him to, you know, do some crazy poses, but you know, not really the best though, honestly. His articulation is almost similar to the Super 7 Ultimates, because that one didn't have the best range with the biceps and the shoulder either. But yeah, that's all you get there for the Radioactive Man for the articulation. Now for the accessories. So we get this right here. this is actually all in one piece. You're not like putting anything together or throwing anything on it. This just came like this. There's actually a peg right here, so you know you can't peg your figure on there. However, where this is at right here, we get this stand. This is just on hinges, like ratchet hinges, so you know you can kind of hear the clicking really along with this part. And that's about it. There's no rotation or anything like that. It's just the ratchet hinge with these. And there's no rotation with, or like there's no like hinge with this either. So no articulation with that. But what you can do is where this is at, you can actually plug this in like that. And then you can, I guess, you know, if you want, put Radioactive Man in like a pose. So this is the best I could do right here. I was trying to make it look like he's like in a flying stance, but because he can't really like look up really, and the stand doesn't really support him that well, and the cape kind of gets in the way, this is probably like the best I could do really. Now for a comparison, here it is next to the Playmates Toys Radioactive Man figure. Now these two look completely different, and that's mainly because this one's actually a McBain playing as Radioactive Man, as this was you know, from the episode when they were trying to shoot a movie. So that's why they like completely look different with like the head sculpts and everything. But I thought I would still throw these two together if you wanted to see how they look, and they honestly they look about the same height. Obviously his head's like different really, but they look pretty similar in height really. This one also had a rubber cape, so yeah, if you wanted to see that. But yeah, that's like your comparison. And you know, this figure, I figured I would throw this in too, but here's a Millhouse as a Fallout Boy. If you want to see a comparison, see you got like the Radioactive Man magazine there. For another comparison, here it is next to the Super 7 Ultimate figure. Here's one last comparison. So I wanted to compare the Radioactive Man with some other characters that Jakks has made so far. Not everyone really, like I don't have like Lisa or Otto right here, but I just wanted to compare with some other characters, and you can see he looks like he's about the tallest one out of everyone. And I completely forgot to show off this skateboard that came with the Bartman figure, but I mean it's the same exact accessory from the regular Bart figure from the first wave, but like yeah, it like just completely went over my mind really. But yeah, Radioactive Man, he seems the tallest one so far compared to everyone else. Okay, so final thoughts on the Jakks specific, the Simpsons, Bartman, and Radioactive Man figures. These are both pretty great. The Bartman is very similar to the original figure, but of course I picked this up since I have all the other Bartman figures, and Bart is my favorite character. But it is a nice figure. I like the head sculpt. I hate the slingshot accessory though. I hope at some point down the line we get a brand new mold for a slingshot. It's just way too small and isn't painted for whatever reason. So I'm just going to stick with the Playmates Toys version. Now the Radioactive Man figure is awesome. I like the accessories he comes with and the light up feature. But his articulation is okay. I don't have a problem with him not having a waist cut. It's just that he doesn't get good range with his articulation as I thought he would. But both of these two aren't bad by any means. If you want to pick these up, you can grab the Bartman at Walmart since it is a Walmart exclusive. I'm not sure if like every wave is still going to have like a chase variant, since you know wave 1 apparently Bartman's part of it, but I don't know if there's one for like wave 2. And then with the Radioactive Man figure, you can get him at GameStop along with the other premium figures, but I actually got mine on Amazon, and I'm sure like Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth is also carrying this figure. But let me know, what are your thoughts on this in the comments down below. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review, but until then, take care my friends.